The most dangerous person in the next 2 years won't be the smartest, won't have the best degree, won't even work the hardest. It'll be the person who learns faster than everyone else, using AI as their operating system. Most people are still running last decade's software, and they're about to find out what obsolescence feels like.
You felt it. The quiet shift. The headlines you keep scrolling past because they make your chest tighten a little. Here's the part nobody is saying out loud. AI is not going to replace you. People using AI are going to replace people who don't. That's the actual shift. That's the only sentence that matters right now. And the gap between those two groups is widening every single week. While you're watching this video, and while everyone else is arguing about whether the shift is real.
So this isn't a tools video. This is a mindset video. Because the upgrade you need isn't a new app. It's a new operating system for how you think, how you learn, how you adapt. 5 shifts. I call it the reinvention loop. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes someone irreplaceable in the AI era, and exactly where to start tomorrow morning. I've spent the last 2 years watching this play out in real time, across founders, makers, engineers, students, teenagers. The pattern is brutal, and the pattern is consistent. The people pulling ahead aren't smarter, they aren't more credentialed, they aren't even working longer hours. They've just rewired how they relate to learning itself. Here's how. Shift 1. Trade knowledge for velocity. For your entire life, you were told that knowledge is power. That sentence is over. Information is free now. Intelligence is becoming partially commoditized. What's rare in this decade is not what you know. It's how fast you can learn something new, apply it, and move on to the next thing. The winners are not the people who know the most. They're the people who can become competent at something in 72 hours instead of 72 days. Which brings us to Shift 2. Shift 2 of the Reinvention Loop. Build daily, consume less. Most people are consuming AI content. Very few are actually integrating AI into the work they do every day. That difference compounds violently. The consumer reads about 10 new tools this week and feels productive. The builder ships one small thing using one of them. 12 months later, one of them has a portfolio. The other one has a feed full of bookmarks they never opened again. Which brings us to Shift 3. Shift 3. Run yourself like a startup. Stop thinking of your career as a ladder. Start thinking of yourself as a product. A startup ships, gets feedback, iterates, kills the features that aren't working, doubles down on the features that are. That is the shape of a career in the AI era. You are the product. You are the founder. Ask yourself every Sunday, what skill of mine is becoming obsolete? What skill is becoming leveraged? Where is the world actually going? And how do I position myself early enough to matter? Which brings us to Shift 4. Shift 4. Make AI a limb, not a tab. This is the one that quietly does the most. Most people open AI when they remember to, like a tool in a drawer. They go fetch it, use it, put it back. The people compounding fastest don't open AI. AI is already open. It's running alongside everything they do: research, writing, coding, planning, summarizing, debugging, thinking out loud. The shift isn't using AI more often. The shift is removing the friction between you and it. A few years ago, AI was a calculator. Now it's a digital workforce sitting next to you. Treat it that way, and the leverage compounds. Treat it like a calculator, and you stay one. Which brings us to the final shift. Shift 5. Become anti-fragile to uncertainty. This is the one that matters most. The old world rewarded stability, fixed careers, permanent expertise, knowing what you'd be doing in 5 years. That world is gone. It is not coming back. The AI era will create constant change, career shifts, identity quakes, skills going obsolete in months instead of decades. Most people will crumble in that environment because they need certainty to function. They want to learn something once and be safe for life.
The people who rise will be the ones who can sit inside uncertainty without flinching, who can lose an identity on Monday and start building the next one on Tuesday. That is the real skill of this decade. Emotional resilience under permanent change.
So back to that dangerous person from the start of the video, the one who won't be the smartest, won't have the best degree, won't even work the hardest. That person is not your competition. That person is who you're about to become. The people who fall behind in the AI era will not be the least intelligent. They'll be the least adaptable. And the people who rise, they're the ones who never stop evolving. Because in the age of AI, growth mindset is no longer self-help. It is survival, and possibly the greatest competitive advantage of the 21st century. You're not behind. You're early. The loop starts the moment you decide it does. Comment which of the 5 shifts you start today. I read every one. Most people will scroll away and stay the same. The few who subscribe are usually the ones who transform their lives. Subscribe now. See you on the other side.